Hi, Collective. Welcome in. I am getting heavy Gemini energy. Also, I've been hearing Sweet Little Lies by Fleetwood Mac. Not going to sing, not a great singer, but go look up that song, look up the lyrics. There's basically some of you are in a situation, it's either like a relationship or work situation where there's like an uncomfortable truth that you don't want to face. So you're you're kind of like, tell me sweet little lies. I'd rather hear sweet little lies and not actually face the truth head on, because it's really, really uncomfortable. But sometimes in our healing we have to get uncomfortable because we don't want to stay in a place that's not for our highest and greatest good, right? Your higher self is like kind of telling you, don't listen to the sweet little lies. We really need to hear this uncomfortable truth. But go ahead and listen to that song by Fleetwood Mac, Sweet Little Lies, or at least look at the lyrics. But the whole meaning of that is like, we've got to break this illusion, or there's a need to break this illusion and really face an uncomfortable truth. So that's the overall energy. We're going to go ahead and start the reading, pull some cards, and see what else Spirit wants you to know for your highest and greatest good. All right, Spirit, let's get started. What do my truth seekers need to know here? I keep hearing that song just over and over in my head. It's a great song. Okay, Spirit, what's the energy here? What do we need to know? All right, we've got enlightenment. Number 2, enlightenment, inspiration, epiphany, innovation. Absolutely. So this is like I feel like this is you figuring out, we've got to crash this, whatever this illusion is, however this is resonating with you. And please only take this if it does resonate. It's a general reading. If you want a personal, the link is in the description below to my website. But yeah, this is enlightenment, right? This is you figuring out, wow, I really gotta stop listening to these sweet little lies and figure out what the truth is here. So you are raising your vibration, you're having an epiphany, you're realizing some uncomfortable truths. Definitely. You could have cats, you could love cats, you could actually have a black cat. This is definitely giving Halloweenish vibes, so something could be happening in October or in the fall. Yeah, enlightenment. What a beautiful energy here. You could also be working on something with this innovation on this card. Yeah. What I'm really getting with this, though, is that breaking through whatever illusion that you're in right now, or whatever the uncomfortable truth that you don't want to face, either at work or in your relationship, you're going to break through that and you're going to face it. All right, let's put this right here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, I'll put it right here. Hopefully it will stay. All right, thank you, Spirit. You're definitely getting enlightened. We have free will at the bottom. Yeah, you're standing in your independence, your sovereignty, you're sovereign. You're a free spirit. Yeah. Look at that. This could also be some of you that are in relationships right now. Maybe they're not for your highest and greatest good. That's obviously for you to determine. But there could be a need to break off on your own, to stand on your own 2 feet. Yeah. Whoever I'm talking to, you're definitely a free spirit, though. I love how she has like her little crown on the side. Yeah. You have free will. You can choose. You always have a choice. Don't stay in a relationship, especially if it is not healthy for you. You always have a choice. You can get out of a relationship, okay? Obviously, I'm not a professional. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. So seek out your practitioners and your professionals if you need help getting out of a relationship. But you do have free will and you always have a choice. So please remember that. That's something that I needed to hear a few years back because I really felt like I was stuck. So maybe some of you really need to hear that right now. And Spirit wants you to hear that. Use your free will. You're being enlightened right now. All right, let's get further. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Red is significant. That's reminding me of the root chakra. So that has to do with like your stability, your safety. There could be a need here to do some root chakra meditation. Okay, what else, Spirit? Okay. Yeah, we've got Seven of Wands. This is boundaries. Have healthy boundaries. Also, some of you, it feels like you need to stand your ground. Again, stand on your own 2 feet. Perhaps you've been in a relationship your whole adult life, and it's time for you to be out on your own. There could be a need here to heal codependency. I'm also getting that. What else, Spirit? Healthy boundaries are very, very important. That was one of my lessons that I really needed to learn. I had no boundaries whatsoever, and I really needed to learn that. Boundaries with myself, boundaries with other people, how to say no. I didn't know how to say no. I learned that no is a complete sentence. No, period, is a complete sentence. That was the hardest thing, right? Because I was like always saying yes and always doing for others all the time, but that was not good for my mental health. It wasn't good for my spirit. That's a message for somebody. And meditation is important here as well. She's meditating on this card, so that is significant. Okay, what else, Spirit? Yeah, some of you are feeling like you're living in a nightmare right now, and either at work is just, it's been terrible. It's been nightmarish. You're not being treated right. You're not getting paid what you should be getting paid. You feel like you don't have any free will. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like this does have to do with work. Are you working on yourself internally? But you feel like you're being drained like every single day. Like you go to work or in your relationship, it's like playing tug of war all the time. Everything is hard. And you're like, it shouldn't be this hard to be in a relationship. It shouldn't be this hard at work every day. It shouldn't be like draining my spirit, right? Like you just want to make a difference. You want to work somewhere where you're truly making a difference. And every time you go into work, it's always drama with your coworkers, or your boss is lying to you, or telling half truths, or just not, you guys don't jive for some reason. And it's just so draining on you. You're like, it shouldn't be this way. You're like, I'm living a nightmare. Look at this card. I mean, it's in reverse, but you're like, I shouldn't be living a nightmare. And it feels like if you start saying no to things, if you start putting your boundaries up, you can get out of this. I don't know if you're feeling stuck in a relationship or if you're feeling stuck at a workplace, but you have free will. You're not stuck. You have free will. You always have a choice. You always have a choice, collective. And she looks like she's working on doing a lot of spiritual things, or, you know, has some sort of spiritual business, or working with candles, herbs, writing. You could be an author or a poet, or you could be writing a book or something like that. It's kind of like you're stuck in doing a job that you hate, or that's a strong word, you don't like, you very much dislike, and you'd rather be doing something that actually makes a difference in this world. You want to help people. You want to help people heal. You want to help people in a more organic, natural way. And it's something that Spirit is trying to wake you up and enlighten you about, and say, hey, wake up. You have to get out of this illusion. Stop believing the sweet little lies. Stop believing that they're going to promote you. Stop believing that you know, you're making a difference here. I don't like saying it that way, but that's what I'm getting. And if it's a relationship, love shouldn't be nothing but arguing and fighting, and of course you're going to have disagreements, but it shouldn't be this hard all the time. We've got the savings card. Yeah. It says preservation, collection, and meanness. This card typically gives me like a greedy energy. There's somebody in your surroundings that they're very greedy. They're very selfish. Whoever you're around, they're very selfish and greedy. Yeah. It's not a great energy. Tell me more about this, Spirit. It's like you're choosing to stay in this illusion, collective. Is the truth uncomfortable? Yeah, it can be. Typically, it is uncomfortable. But you know what else is uncomfortable? Living a lie, fighting all the time, going to work every day and having your spirit crushed. That's pretty darn uncomfortable too. Yeah, Spirit wants you to have a new beginning. This is the Ace of Wands. Where's the fire, collective? Where's the fire in your spirit? You could be a fire sign as well. Leo, Aries, Sag. There's a fire that's burning inside of you. And if you don't do something, it's just going to explode. That's what I'm getting from that card. If you just stay in this like sweet little lies, you know, look up the song. It's a beautiful song. The way she sings it and everything, but it's like the longer you stay in the sweet little lies energy to avoid heartbreak, or to avoid leaving the company you've been at for, I don't know, 20, 25 years or 10 years or whatever, it just feels like the longer you're just, how do I say this? You're just prolonging the pain, right? It's like ripping the Band-Aid. It's like do you peel the Band-Aid off really slowly, or do you just rip it off? You're peeling it very, very slowly, collective, by not seeing, not facing the uncomfortable truth. I can feel the energy. Spirit wants to enlighten you and remind you that you are independent. You are free. You're a free spirit. You can't be contained. You have free will. Don't let anyone take away your free will. Don't do that. We've got the strength upside down. Be courageous. Be brave. Don't let anyone take away your courage or make you feel small. Don't let them do that. If someone is doing this to you, they're not for you. They're not for you. They're not. You are brave. Again, you could be a Leo. You could be in your shadow right now. You need to do shadow work. We can get some shadow cards as well. Shadow work is hard, man. I'm going to let you know right here and right now. Shadow work is hard, but it's so worth it. Once you get to the other side, it's so worth it. To stand on your own 2 feet, to be sovereign, to be independent and free. It's a great feeling. It is a great feeling. It is. Okay, what else, Spirit? Yeah, aren't you tired of being in the Nine of Swords? Aren't you tired of being depressed and sad? Aren't you tired of being in a relationship but feeling lonely as heck? Aren't you tired of it? Aren't you tired of going to work every day and feeling like this? Crying on your lunch break? I know you're tired. You're not meant to live this life, collective. You're just not. You deserve better than this. You do. Look at this. This is you. Gender doesn't matter here. This is energy. Use your free will. Put your crown on. King or queen, it don't matter. It's not selfish. It's not. Put yourself first. Put your boundaries up. Say no. Take time for yourself. Heal what needs to be healed. I can feel the sadness. I can feel the sadness. I've been in that sadness. I've been in this, like, you can't get out of bed. You don't want to get out of bed. It's hard every day. You don't have to live like that. Ask for help. Ask the Most High for help, and I promise you, you will get it. It might not be the way that you want it, but you'll get it. You will. Some of you are needing to learn soul lessons, okay? Your higher self is like, dude, we need to learn some lessons here. Soul, at the soul level, right? Going within. I'm really getting like some codependency here. I had to heal codependency. Yeah, I was super codependent. It can be done. It can. Everything that you need is within you, and stop looking outside of yourself, like in another person, for your happiness. You got to do the work, the inner work, okay? Figure out why you're feeling so sad. Yeah. Okay, Spirit, what else do my truth seekers need to know for their highest and greatest good, please? Here, let's get some of these shadow cards here, just to see what some of y'all need to work on. Oops. Okay, Spirit, what do my true seekers need to work on? And me. Always doing that shadow work. It's important. Okay. Okay. What do we need to work on, Spirit? All right, self-sabotage. Undermining your success by procrastinating, negative self-talk, or fear of failure. No more talking bad to yourself. No more, I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I'm not good enough. Stop doing that, okay? Also, start looking at fear or failure a little bit differently, okay? Everybody fails. I don't care who you are, everybody's going to fail. Start thinking of it as, okay, I'm going to fail. What can I learn from that? What can I learn from it? Learn a lesson. It's just a lesson, right? Learn something from it, and then move on and try something else. I mean, I've been married 3 times. I've been divorced 3 times. Every single time I've learned something from it. And I've done a bunch of healing. So my next relationship, I personally am waiting for whoever God, Spirit sends to me. But once I get into another relationship, I'm not taking all that baggage with me because I've done a lot of healing. That's just an example. But we got to stop sabotaging ourselves, okay? This fear of like, oh, they're going to leave me, or, you know, I'm not good enough for this job or whatever. Stop doing that. You are more than good enough, okay? And I'm telling you, everybody fails. Even people at the tippity top, they fail. And then they just learn from it, and then they move on, okay? So change your perspective. Change your perspective. Yeah. And work on your procrastination, okay? All right, what else do we need to know, Spirit? And start celebrating your successes, even if they're small. I got out of bed today. I took a shower today. I got to work today. I mean, I had to start doing that in the very beginning because I was like, seriously, like could not get out of bed in the very beginning. I wrote in my journal today. I talked to Spirit today. I prayed today. I thought of one thing I could be grateful for today. You know, whatever it is for you, start small and then just build on it. And then you'll gain the momentum. And next thing you know, you'll be like, oh, wow, I'm getting out of bed like every single day. And it's not so hard anymore. Celebrate your successes. It doesn't matter how small it is. All right, Spirit, what else? Okay. Facing fears. Yep. We face them. We don't run from them. There's a giant rabbit on this card. It's like, don't run from your fears. I ran from my fears for decades. Okay. So this is for me too. It's not about being fearless, but having the courage to progress despite them. Yeah, we all have fears. Let's face them. Face one fear. Don't run from your fears anymore. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm just a regular person, you know? I mean, I talk to Spirit. One of my fears I faced, I thought I could never stop drinking. I've been sober for 3 years. You can do it. You can. I went through a lot of dark to get to the light, so stick around. You can do it. All right, let's get one more spirit. Please and thank you. Okay, what else? Thirst for truth. I like this. Always want the truth. Hidden emotions or secrets need to be acknowledged and addressed for growth. Yeah, we've got to face the truth. Kind of like that sweet little lies, right? We gotta stop believing in our sweet little lies. We've got to break the illusion, face the uncomfortableness of the truth. We've got to see the truth in ourselves, and we've got to see the truth in others. It's very important. That was a big thing with my drinking. I had to see the truth about that it was a problem for me and how it was affecting the people around me. I had to see a lot of truth in myself. I had to see that I was codependent. I had to see where I was being selfish. I had to see where I was being dishonest. I had to face a lot of my fears. So, yeah. We've got to get through these sweet little lies, collective. Yeah. But you're being inspired to do this. Spirit is enlightening you and inspiring you to do this. This is awesome. Okay, so let's get some advice for y'all. Advice for the collective spirit. So let's talk to ourselves a little bit nicer. Let's stop procrastinating. Let's face our fears and let's start seeing the truth about things. Yeah. Let's stop lying to ourselves, okay? We got to break these illusions. I just saw the Seven of Swords again. Look, the Seven of Swords. We got to stop it. Stop lying to ourselves. There is hope. There's always hope. All right, Spirit. What is the advice for the collective? Advice, please. We've got the sun. Illuminate the truth. It might be uncomfortable at first, but it's going to make you happy. It will. Again, with this Leo energy. I was getting really strong Gemini in the beginning. Now I'm getting strong Leo. Could be both. You could have it in any of your placements, so. Okay. Yeah, we've got the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Wands reversed. A lot of you also have a lack mindset. That is another thing that you can work on. If we're constantly thinking in lack, that's what you're going to get, right? It's like what you put out is what you get back. If you're constantly thinking, this is that kind of like that self-sabotage, right? If you're constantly thinking, I'm not good enough, I don't have enough, it's never going to work, it's, it's always bad news. It's never going to be good news. I'm always going to be out in the cold. I'm always going to have bad luck. Excuse me. It's never going to work out for me. We need to change that mindset to, it's going to work out for me, to an abundant mindset, right? It will work out for me. I will fix my relationship, or I will be sovereign. I will be independent and free. I will heal my codependency. I will get a better job, things like that. You speak that out loud. Words have power. Start doing that. Get out of this lack mindset. It's going to make you happier. You will notice if you start changing the way that you speak to yourself and about your life, you're going to notice that things will change. They will. Over time, it will change. Your mindset matters and your words matter. I know, because that has been my experience. I used to be this negative Nancy all the time, from like the minute I woke up to the minute I went to bed. And when I started changing that, when I woke up with gratitude, thank you for another day. I pick like 5 things that I'm grateful for. You could pick just like one thing. Thank you for waking me up today. I started changing my mindset, and my life started changing. My world started changing. It really did. Believe in yourself more. It makes a difference. Yeah, we've got another card reversed, Page of Cups reversed. You need to believe in yourself more. You will have opportunities. You will. You will. Start speaking better about yourself to yourself, like in your head. We talk to ourselves more than we talk to anybody else. You notice that? Go to take the dog out. What are you thinking about? You're probably talking to yourself. Make sure you're being nice to yourself. Positive thought, the power of positivity is a real thing. I mean, we have bad days. Of course we have bad days. I'm not saying you're not going to have a bad day. But living in gratitude matters. Talking to yourself, being nice to yourself matters. And it will change your life. It will. It will change your life. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Any other advice for the collective, please? Okay, yeah, we've got the Eight of Swords reversed and the Four of Cups. Time to get out of this espresso depresso energy. Get out of your head. You're keeping yourself stuck. Get out of your head. Get out of this depressed energy. Be nicer to yourself. And trust me, I'm not talking about like if you have like bipolar or like you're diagnosed depression. That's not what I'm talking about. Obviously, talk to your doctor. Okay, I know all about that stuff. I'm not a doctor though, but I'm just talking about the way that you speak to yourself, the way that you think about yourself. Stop saying I'm I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm too skinny, I'm not smart enough. Stop that. You're beautiful. You're intelligent. You're amazing. God made you. God makes beautiful things, okay? You're amazing. Please understand that. You're beautiful. You're handsome. You have purpose. Be nicer to yourself. Okay? Okay. Stop being your own bully. Stop bullying yourself. Stop it. Okay, I think I've made my point. I think Spirit has made the point here. Okay, I'm going to get an angel card and then we're going to close this out. All right, Spirit. Advice from your angels. Advice from your angels. Advice from your angels, please. All right, you are protected by Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Michael. That's beautiful. Thank you, Michael, for surrounding me with your protective light. We thank you, Archangel Michael. We are grateful. Very grateful. Unconditional love. For you, for yourself, and for others. Okay, collective, that's your message. I hope that it was helpful. Remember, don't dim to fit in, shine bright, and live true. If this message resonated, please hit that like button, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.